Yo, yo, yo. This is episode 4, Ray on Replay. Sports podcast coming back at you again. So, without further ado, man, let's just jump into it, man. Let's just recap all the things that went down since I've been gone. So, of course, the recent recap that I do want to go over is All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend, definitely want to go over All-Star Weekend. So, All-Star Weekend was magnificent, man. I'm gonna give All-Star Weekend. To me, I would give All-Star Weekend a 9 out of 10. I give All-Star Weekend a 9 out of 10 because everything just came down to the wire. Everything was last second. Everything was phenomenal. The 3-point shooting contest was phenomenal. The dunk contest was phenomenal, but we'll get into the controversy of that. And also the game itself was phenomenal. Like, everything was great. The skills challenge, the USA versus the world, everything was A1. Of course, I don't watch the celebrity game personally. I don't watch that because it's not interesting, it's not fun. But besides that, everything else was A1. So let's can't jump into the skills challenge really because I didn't watch it. But shout out to the winner, Bam Adebayo. I believe that's how you say his name. The center for the Miami Heat. He won the skills challenge, so shout out to him. Next, I can definitely talk about the 3-point shooting contest. So let's get into that. The 3-point shooting contest was excellent. I didn't know it was gonna come down to that, like, be that close. It was great. Came down to the wire. Of course, it was between the 3 finalists were Devin Booker, David Bertans, and Buddy Hield. Came down to those 3. The winner I had chose to win the 3-point contest was Joe Harris. I thought Joe Harris was going to come in. I thought he was going to win it once again, but unfortunately he didn't come through. He didn't win it, so it happens. So all the contestants you have, like I said, once again, you have Davis. I said David. His name is Davis Bertans, Devin Booker, Devontae Graham, Joe Harris, Buddy Hield. He had Zach LaVine, Duncan Robinson, Trae Young. So I picked Joe Harris to win it all because Joe Harris is a knockdown shooter, so I thought he was gonna come in, defend his title, and win it. Obviously, he didn't do that. My homeboy, he selected, he had like a little side bit. He selected Trae Young to win it. Apparently he didn't do nothing. So, like I said, 3 finalists were Devin Booker, Davis Bertans, and Buddy Hield. So I think after the first round? Yeah, it was the first round. After the first round, Buddy Hield, he had got Buddy Hield got 27. Devin Booker had got 26, and Davis Bertans had poured in 22. So then, came around the second round. It's crazy because came around the second time, and the scores were Davis Bertans, he had 22. Devin Booker, he had 26. So mind you, Buddy Hield was the last shooter. Buddy Hield came up. You know what I'm saying? He had the last rack. He had the money ball rack, which was, I believe it's either the left corner. It's the left corner. He had the money ball rack. I think when he got there, he had 21. So no, he either had 19. He had 19 or 21. I know he knocked down 2 shots. Yeah, he had 20. He had 19. So when he got there, he knocked down 2 shots, which would have gave him, because all the money balls are +2, not +1. So he had 19 when he got over there, knocked down 2 shots. They gave him 23. He missed 1. Then he knocked down 25. Then the last final shot, he knocked it down. 27. Boom, game time. So that was a big moment. I like that. That was very exciting. Had everybody very in tuned into the 3-point contest. You know, usually it's like it just goes left, like somebody just, you know, clearly takes off. So yeah, this was great. Like, yeah, everybody stayed in tune, everybody stayed intact, was paying attention. So shout out to Buddy Hield for winning the 3-point contest. So the next event we're gonna get into is the slam dunk contest. Slam dunk contest. So the slam dunk contest, you had Aaron Gordon, you had Derrick Jones Jr., and you had Dwight Howard, and you had Pat, I'm gonna call him, it's not Covington, or it's like Connaughton, I don't know. I'm gonna call him Pat. So yeah, those 4 contestants. If you don't know Pat, Pat's from Milwaukee. He's a backup 2-guard from Milwaukee. So the first, I'm gonna say everybody's first dunk attempt, they pretty much like, they took it light. Dwight Howard, when he did his dunk, it was, to me, like the first one, it was very impressive, but you know, everybody didn't really see it as that, because you know, Dwight's like 6'10", 6'11". So when he jumps, it's like, whatever, but like, he posed in the air, like, so he jumped mid-air, turned around, posed, stood in mid-air for, I'm gonna say like 2 seconds. Then like completely turned around, dunked ball. One hand, like, but he was just palming it with his right hand the whole time. To me, that was impressive, but you know, everybody else, like the judges, they weren't really feeling it. Pat, he jumped over somebody and dunked it. He didn't use no push off or nothing. It was like a clear, like he cleared him. Caught it. He had him hold it behind his head. Caught it. I think Derrick Jones Jr. did the same thing, but I think he did it between his legs. I forgot what Aaron Gordon did. But long story short, then you know, the second round, Dwight Howard brought out Superman cape again, threw it off the glass, called it. I knew that wasn't gonna give him nothing, because you know what I'm saying. Like if he would have did it, called it, and like put it between his legs or something like that, then yeah, that would have been something. But simple. That boy Derrick Jones Jr. was like pulling out some, you know, he was pulling out some stuff, like, and like it wasn't no light stuff neither. Like it was just the stuff he was doing. It was crazy. And he wasn't like no second attempt, because you know, if you miss one dunk, you only get one missed dunk. So after that, whatever you do, like, it counts. So it was good. Like everything was, it was real good. The controversy really came down to the Aaron Gordon. Okay, so when Aaron Gordon did all his dunks, first round, second round, all got 50s. All got 50s, right? So Derrick Jones Jr., he did his 2 dunks. You know, obviously he went to the next round with Aaron Gordon. So it was Aaron Gordon and Derrick Jones Jr., those 2 finalists. So when they got there, they both did 250 dunks once again. So you know, after that, boom, you got a dunk off. So mind you, I think Derrick Jones Jr. did he did something. I forgot what Derrick Jones Jr. did. I think he yeah, okay. So the dunk off, that's when he jumped over 2 people. This Derrick Jones Jr. He jumped over 2 people between the legs for a 50, and then Aaron Gordon, he dunked over Chance the Rapper while twisting, so doing like a 180 and finishing with his right hand. And on the second dunk, Derrick Jones Jr. did, threw it off the backboard. Somebody was throwing it off the backboard. He jumped over him and put it between his legs. He did that. But then Aaron Gordon came back, threw it off the side of the glass. Caught it, like cuffed it with one hand, did a 360, like, ugh. So then you had a dunk off. So then you did Derrick Jones. All Derrick Jones did was like I think he jumped from almost the free throw line and did a windmill. He got a 48. So when he did that, Aaron Gordon knew, all right, I could just do something and give me like a 50, an easy 50, or you get something to get like a 49 to go ahead and win it. So pulled Taco. Don't nobody know who Taco is. Taco Fall, the rookie, tall rookie, 7'6", 7'5", whatever he is. Pull him out of the crowd. Had him hold the ball like this. So Aaron Gordon, and everybody keeps talking about this. Stop playing with him. So Aaron Gordon, what he did was, he cleared him. I don't care what nobody say. He cleared him. So he jumped over him. Jumped over Taco. 7'5", 7'6", y'all. Aaron Gordon's only like 6'9". 7'5", 7'6". He didn't push and then try to dunk. No, he took the ball. Taco was holding the ball like this. Took the ball over his head. Flushed it. Now everybody's saying, oh, he didn't clear him or whatever the case may be. So Taco, hands was right here. His head is right here. Hands are right there. Hands are above his head. So as Aaron Gordon is taking the ball, his hands are like in the way as he's jumping over him. He's jumping over his head, but his hands are in the way. So everybody just keeps saying like, oh, he didn't clear him or whatever. So after he did the dunk, mind you, D Wade is one of the judges. I repeat, D Wade is one of the judges. So you got Bam already winning the skills challenge. You got Derrick Jones Jr., who's Miami Heat, in the dunk contest. So you got a 48. You know, Aaron Gordon just needed 49 to win it. So everybody sees the dunk. These the contestants. These the judges. You got D Wade. You have Common, Candace Parker, Scottie Pippen, and you have Chad Boswick. Don't nobody know who Chad Boswick is. Black Panther. So, Scottie Pippen gives him a 10. Chad gives him a 9. Candace gives him a 9. Common gives him a 10. D-Wade gives him a 9. Now, to me, if you don't think like something was over that, that's just me. Like, to me, somebody should have gave him a 10. I ain't gonna say that, Candace probably did it or Chad. To me, like, D-Wade was the deciding factor. Like, D-Wade could have gave him a 10. They could have had another dunk off, one more. Or you could have just tied it and be like, look, both of y'all gonna share this trophy. That boy got zipped out of 2 trophies. Like, he should be the 2-time dunk champ, It was very shocking. It was very controversial after what happened. It was just crazy. And it's funny because D-Wade was just saying, like, they're going to be doing this all night. Like, we have to stop it. We have to stop it. How ironic that, he would be able to stop it. But, I'm not saying nothing. Shout out to Derrick Jones Jr. for winning. It just sucks for Aaron Gordon to go through that once again. You know what I'm saying? But he said he's done with it. The next thing I think he said he's going to try to do is probably 3-point. So it's funny. I mean, we'll see how that works out. But that's how the cookie crumbles. So the next thing we have was the All-Star Game. All-Star Game, y'all. Ooh-wee. So, let me just tell y'all the format and how everything went. So, the All-Star Game. The first three quarters are played regularly. I'm tongue twisted with that word. Are played regular. You have a time, you have a shot clock, you have 12 minutes on the quarter, you have a shot clock. So, each of the 2 teams, they're playing for charities. Whoop, whoop. So, whoever wins the game, boom, that team's charity gets like $300,000. So, mind you, like, not only they're playing for themselves, like for the pride, they're playing for these charities as well. So, it got very intense. Out the gate, it was crazy. Like I said, let me go back. So the first 3 quarters are played regular. So in the 4th quarter, what they did was the shot clock continued to go, but there was no running clock. So there was no time. There was no 12 minutes in the quarter. There was no running clock, just a shot clock. So the team who had the most points out of those 3 quarters, they would add 24 points to the total to give them a target score. Pretty much adding 24, honoring of Kobe, to give him a target score. So, just in the beginning of how it went, out the gate, in the beginning of the first quarter, out the gate, like, and to me, I think like they was playing like a little serious. Like, I know LeBron was out there; he was trying to get it. He was playing. I ain't gonna say as intense as the 4th, but he was playing intense, and it got real. It got real rough out there, real rugged, real. It got real out there. Something I haven't seen never in an All-Star game. That's just me. That's my time. That's why I've been watching All-Star games. It's something I've never seen. Things get real intense. The defense kicks up very heavily. So, like I said, the first quarter, it wasn't. I seen certain people come out when they were playing. I seen the intensity out of those certain people. But as the flow of the game started going, they had to start putting on a show for the fans, because that's what the fans come here to see. Start with the oops. Start with the threes, deep threes, the alley-oops. Russell threw a oop to Chris Paul. Everybody was going crazy on Twitter talking about that's his first in-game alley-oop dunk that he ever caught out of his career, including the playoffs and regular season. So that was crazy. So, you know, after the 3 quarters of messing around, here comes the 4th quarter. So you have the total. Team Giannis had 133. Team LeBron had 124. Like I said, after 3 quarters, whoever has the most points, they'll add 24 points to the total score of the team who has the most points. And that's the target score. So Team Giannis had 133. So they add 124. They add 24 points to that. So making the target score 157. So each team, in order for them to win the game, has to get to 157. One of the teams had to get to 157 to win the game. Bro, when that 4th quarter started, yo, that game got so intense. Like I said, I never seen a game get so intense like that. Like, to me, it was more intense than watching like some of these past NBA finals. Like, that's how intense these games were. Like, crazy intense. Like, mind you, like, these are the best of the best basketball players in the NBA. Like, going head to head, going at each other like this. It was crazy. Like, you have Kyle Lowry, like, playing defense everywhere. He's running around taking charges. LeBron, he tried to do a turnaround fadeaway. Giannis came out of nowhere and he tried to do a turnaround fadeaway and Giannis blocked the fadeaway. So on the next possession down, you know, Giannis tried to back down LeBron and I guess tried to go up with a layup or a bucket. And LeBron slapped the ball out of his hands, hit Giannis' knee. Giannis tried to save it, went out of bounds. And they was down there by Team LeBron's bench. Well, as soon as he did that, like, the whole bench stood up, got in Giannis' face, started clapping, and LeBron standing there like, what you doing? Like, you could just see the defense intensity just kick in. Like, every possession was mattering. Like, and it's just so crazy because you have so many alpha males out there, like, boom, 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 like, they're the closers on the team, you know what I'm saying? So it was just very interesting to see how was everybody gonna interact and coexist with each other as far as to get these buckets, because, you know, everybody's just so, okay, bet this is my team, like, I'm finna go get a bucket. But it was just very appealing to watch because everybody was being so unselfish to the point of making the right play. You have Westbrook out there driving and kicking to Chris Paul, knocking down threes. You got LeBron driving and kicking. Then you got LeBron, he'll try to get a bucket, they'll get offensive rebound. He'll give it to Kawhi or James Harden, they'll try to get a bucket. They run a screen and roll with LeBron and AD, and then LeBron run a screen and roll with Kawhi Leonard. It was just very crazy and very fun to watch. Kemba Walker was out there getting buckets, doing his thing. Giannis, you know, Giannis was being Giannis. Giannis only plays at one level, one speed anyway. So it was very, very, very appealing to watch. Like I said, it came down to where Anthony Davis had cut down the middle. He was finna be bottled for a bucket. Kyle Lowry ran into him. They called a blocking foul. There was already a penalty. Yo, the whole first 3 quarters, they called 14 fouls. The whole first 3 quarters. In the 4th quarter, they called 21 fouls. 21. You can just tell how intense the game was. And I think like that whole 4th quarter, it lasted like between like 25 and 30 minutes. That's just letting you know like the intensity had kicked up so much. Folks were playing defense, and nobody wanted nobody to score because they knew like that 157 was the goal. Like, I got to do as much as possible to stop them from getting there so I can get there. It was just like, to me, when I was watching it, it's like I seen like the best players in the league out here playing pickup. Not even, you know what I'm saying, but pickup, but it's like meaning more. So it's like a pickup game. So boom, like intensity was all out everywhere. So like I said, Anthony Davis was cutting down the middle. He was wide open. Kyle Larry had ran into him, blocking foul. Anthony Davis get 2 shots. So the score was Team Giannis 156. No. Team Giannis 155. Team LeBron 156. So first free throw comes up. Anthony Davis, he misses the first free throw. Second free throw. Everybody's in tune. Everybody's paying attention. They're thinking, hey, is he gonna miss the second free throw? Are we gonna continue with the game? Knocks down the second free throw. They win the game. It was great, but the only thing I didn't like was the free throw thing to end the game. He said Anthony Davis said he missed the first free throw on purpose so everybody can stay in tune and pay attention more. So he did that. But I didn't like how the game ended on a free throw. That's a thing that I think they should change next year. So if it's coming down to like a final bucket or anything like that, or last possession, and it's a foul call, I think it should be like a one-on-one type thing. Like, you got 10 seconds, start at the top of the key. Whoever got fouled, which was Anthony Davis, of course you don't want to put him against Kyle Larry. You put him against, they can select whoever they want him to play against. 10 seconds, try to get a bucket. One-on-one. Everybody standing around watching. If he doesn't get the bucket, then the game resumes as a regular scheduled game. Like, the game starts back up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. If he doesn't get the bucket, if he misses, okay, boom. Then the opposing team, they take the ball out. Come on, they run a play, or they run up the court and they continue to resume the game as needed. I think that would be very, very, very interesting if they was to incorporate that. So we'll see what the NBA does next year with that for the next All-Star game. Hopefully they stick with this this implemented rule with adding 24 points at the end of the fourth quarter, because to me that just brings the intensity and it gets the volume, and it just gets very interesting to see everybody play defense against the best players in the world. Excuse me. And everybody just showcase their skills and get involved with everything that they're trying to do. So that was a very, 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 very great All-Star weekend. All 3 were very interesting. So shout out to the NBA on that for not letting us down. Very great All-Star weekend. So, other news, we have boom. So let's switch sports. Boom, let's go to football. So, I haven't been talking about football a lot lately because, basketball is still in effect. But, football is beginning to start to unravel. I think the new NFL season starts, I think it's March, between like the middle of March or something like that. We already got confirmation that Drew Brees is coming back for another year. He was contemplating on retiring, but we did get confirmation that Drew Brees is definitely coming back for another year, for another run. Also, Jason Witten, he wants to play again, but he is he is considering other teams to play for next year, this year. So we'll see how that works out. Also, the Antonio Brown situation. I'm not really going to deep dive into it, but Antonio Brown has been going on interview runs to try to clear his name, to try to get back into the league. He was on the Breakfast Club 2 days ago, and he was on Hot 97, trying to clear his name, trying to just get a positive name out there. To try to get back in the league. So we'll see how that works out. Then you have Greg Olsen, former tight end of the Panthers. He signs 1-year deal, $7 million with the Seahawks. Yeah, the Seahawks. It's not really shocking. All I know is I hope my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, okay, 2017, was it 2017? 2018 Super Bowl champs. 2018, 27, I don't know. Still my team, so don't nobody say, well, you don't even know when y'all won a Super Bowl. I ain't trying to hear. Super Bowl champs, okay? Hopefully my team just figures it out. We looked very poo last year, even though we went to the playoffs. Just poo, man. Like, we need receivers. We need defensive backs. We need safeties. We need linebackers. Like, we got a good front four. Like, our front four is good. Our defensive line is good. Like, we need probably like 1 or 2 more linebackers. We need a whole fleet cornerbacks. Need a whole fleet of wide receivers. We definitely need that. So hopefully we get that done. Also, other news. Like I said, since Drew Brees is headed back to the Saints, there's like I'm not gonna say a problem. I'm gonna say like they have a good problem. Going into the season, of course, you know, you have Teddy Bridgewater, he's a free agent, and you have Taysom Hill, he's a free agent as well. So it'll be very interesting what they do. You know, Teddy Bridgewater, when Drew Brees got hurt, he was out for those 5-6 weeks. Like Teddy Bridgewater went like 5-6-0. So he's still showcasing his ability, letting teams know, hey, he can still get the job done, which I really believe Teddy can still get the job done. But it's just going to be very interesting if there's going to be a team out there for him. You know, the Chargers, they don't have a quarterback right now. The Bears, they look very needy of a quarterback because I'm telling you right now, Mitch, you are poo. I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. Poo, poo, poo. You're poo. Who else? The Panthers, they are already pretty much like solidifying that they're going to trade Cam Newton as soon as the season starts. So it'll be, that to me is like a interesting shift. So wherever he goes, I think that's wherever all the other quarterback plays will come into effect. You know, Tom Brady, he's a free agent. It's gonna be like the first time he ever like engaged with other teams on free agent activities. The Chargers have moved on from Phillip Rivers, so he will be a free agent this year. The team that I'm really hearing is like the Colts, because he has this old offensive coordinator there. He knows the offense. He could fit right in there. Jacoby, he could be a high-paid backup. So that's pretty much it for as like quarterbacks will come into play. So to me, I think Cam's gonna set the tone of where he's going. Of course, Dak still is I think he'll be a free agent this year. Yeah, he didn't sign no contract yet. Dak's looking for that buku money, like his peers have gotten. Carson Wentz, Jared Goff. So he's looking for money like that. I don't believe the Cowboys are going to give him the type of money that he's looking for. I don't know if he's going to settle. Well, I don't know if he's going to sign the franchise tag. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to sit out or what? I don't know. This year that just passed was his best year. He almost threw for 5,000 yards. He had like 30 touchdowns, like 11 picks or something like that. This was his best year thus far. So we'll see how the Cowboys work that out with him. I don't know, because that ain't my team, so I don't give rats what's going on. You know that's the rival. I don't fool with the Cowboys. I don't fool with the Giants. I don't fool with the Redskins. I don't fool with none of them. You know? Get all them folks out the picture. The Redskins, they're pool anyway. Like, thought Haskins was gonna come in the mix and be a problem. He pool. I'm just really focus on my team. Like, we need to get it together. Can't be out here looking like poo next year. Carson Wentz, you have to stay healthy. Mind you, don't nobody know, like Carson Wentz went down in the second quarter playoff game. We had a 41-year-old Josh McDowell playing in the playoffs to finish out the game. Never been in a playoff game ever in his career. And let me tell you how old he is. I'm not gonna tell you how old he is. I'll just let you view how old he is. So, Josh McDowell was the first player to throw Larry Fitzgerald a touchdown in the NFL. And he was also the last player to give Emmitt Smith a handoff for a touchdown in his NFL career. So that's just going to set in stone. And you can see how old he is. And you can see, like, wow, you've been in the league this long, you never been in the playoffs. So hopefully we just make the right decisions coming up this year. Like I said, we need wide receivers, we need defensive backs. This is a wide receiver heavy draft. Heavy. Wide receiver heavy draft. So let's make sure that we get it done and do the right thing. That's all I'm saying. So hopefully some more interesting news will drop in later on this week so I can fill y'all with how I'm feeling on it. Once again, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who made me over 100 subscribers in on YouTube, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate the support that I'm getting and the feedback that I'm getting from y'all. So I thank y'all very much for y'all continue to, give me the feedback, give me the support. All it takes is a click to subscribe, and to watch the video and give a like and a share. It's just crazy that we can all help each other out by doing these things. But I ain't gonna get into all that. Continue to watch. Episodes drop every Monday at 9 a.m. every Monday. The link for Podbean will be in the description down below. You can download that as well. That will also come out every Monday at 9 as well with the link, so you can download it. So you can listen to it while you're at work, or listen to it while you're working out. So episode 4 is a wrap. Thank y'all for the support. It's Ray on Replay. I'm out.